Hey. You know what time it is.
Time for the heart journey to Unconditional Love Podcast.
That's right. And I'm your host, Olay Bloomer. That is my co-host, Harlan Brown. And Harlan Brown, what's up?
What's going on? What do?
Hey, man. Happy New Year. It's 2026.
I know. A whole
Crazy,
new
right?
year.
It just seems like we just got into 2025, but we already in 2026.
I know. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, well,
But
hopefully you had a good New Year.
absolutely. New Year's is always a good time to refresh, restart, get it together. I
Yeah.
love a new beginning. I love a new beginning.
And I'm glad that's a good segue because we got a treat for people this year. We're gonna come out the bat right out the gate, and we have a series for you guys. And the series is on something that is so dear to us because we just love doing this podcast. And first of all, we want to thank all of the listeners and all the followers.
Yes.
We appreciate you, and we hope that you were touched the way that we were touched,
Bless.
because it's been a blessing and it's been God sent. And there's a lot of good information if you just go back to all the podcasts that you can get, that you can take a little bit of this, look a little bit of here to increase your chances of having a better relationship. That's what it's all about. It's just using the tools and resources available to you to be better in your relationship, to be better for yourself, to be better for your partner, and just to understand what relationships are all about and what it takes to make a good relationship, not just a good relationship, but a long-lasting relationship.
Absolutely.
Because you're dedicating your life to that person just as God dedicated his life to you. And that's a good thing. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox and we're gonna get right into it. So the series that we have in this instance is called Your Communication. Good communication or communication breakdown. Which will you choose?
Which one will you choose? Let's
Yes.
get it. What are you going to
Yes.
choose?
Yes. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say the reason why we came up with this because it was one of the top three in our what makes a relationship work.
Yeah.
And when you gave people a second chance, it kind of went from three to two into one because they thought about it like, oh, yeah, because I think trust came in at one,
Yes.
respect came in at two, and communication was at three. So as I began to talk to people more about it and they got a chance to think about it, because we put a lot of people on the spot to do it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Communication, they say, is probably their number one as far as the breakdown of communication in their relationship or why it didn't work. The just that not having an understanding on how to interact with one another led them apart instead of bringing them closer together. So we're just going to just talk about a few things in this series to say, okay, which one are you going to choose? Your communication, good communication, or you want to have that communication breakdown? And we're very seriously, which one will you choose? Because you make this choice every day, whether you think you do or not.
Yes.
How you communicate with your significant other, your partner, your wife, your spouse, whoever, with your friends and whatever. And again, I know this is a heart-to-heart journey to unconditional love for relationships, for partnerships and things of that nature. But you can still use this with your friends. It's just with everybody. So happy New Year, and let's get started. So
Let's do it.
when we talk about Harlan Brown, so when we talk about good communication or communication breakdown, what's kind of like one of the first things that people have to have when engaging in good communication? Let's start there because this year we're going to be intentional to you guys. Not that we weren't last time, but we're going to be more intentional to giving you just be really direct with you and really give you a heart to heart about about the things and topics that we talk about. So when you talk about communication, Nate Paula Brown, what's one of the first things that build is a building block on good communication, or will have, or you can have a communication breakdown?
So isn't it the undivided attention? Just having somebody's undivided attention.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Undivided attention. And we're gonna break this down. So if you don't give a person their your undivided attention when they're trying to communicate with you,
They're gonna
it's
stop.
over.
Yeah,
It's
they're
over.
gonna stop talking because you don't care to hear what they have to say. That's how they're gonna take it. Like, well, I mean, you don't care what I have to say, so I'm gonna stop talking.
Stop. Right. Wow. Yes. That is it in a nutshell. Because when you don't give yourself fully to listening to what the person has to say, how can you even have a response if you're not really understanding and really fully hearing what they just disclosed to you?
Exactly. Exactly.
So
So we got to stop with multitasking. And I know we live in a busy and everything is coming at you at one time. I think sometimes, and we do it all the time. I'm guilty of it. Everybody's guilty of it. Like your phone rang you or somebody texts you and you stop and you like, and while you're reading the text, or you doing something else, or you got somebody else, or let me check the game score, or
yes,
whatever the
yes,
case may
yes.
be, right? Stop for a second,
Yeah.
right? Even if you find yourself doing that and you find yourself too much, then be like, oh my, bring it back.
Yeah.
Because this person's
Refer back
having a
to yeah.
conversation and I'm
Refer
just
back
like,
Yeah, refer back to this podcast to say the late bloomer Harlan Brown told me the key to starting a good communication and avoiding communication breakdown is giving that person my undivided attention.
yes,
Giving your person your undivided attention is key to start this whole process off. And we're
mhm,
being intentional because we want to give you something to take back home so that you can remember this. So number one is your undivided attention.
yes,
Because without
period.
undivided attention, communication won't be able to work. It won't be able to flow and have a good constant flow because you're always gonna be like, huh, what you say? Can you repeat that? That's that's probably the worst thing that you can do to somebody. Because then they're like, when you're not listening, oh yeah, then you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm listening, I got you, I heard you. Well, what did I say? You was talking about how you don't like, how you don't like that. And it's like, you wasn't even paying attention to what I'm saying. So how do you expect for me to have a conversation with you and communicate with you if you're not even paying attention to what I'm saying?
True.
So undivided attention is key. When you don't give undivided attention, that leads to your breakdown. So
Yes.
which one will you choose? Would you choose you're gonna multitask? You choose you got to find out about the game. You're choosing that you got to figure something out at work. You figure you got to take a phone call from one of your boys and one of your girls. You figure you got to attend to something that could wait, but you making it a priority over the person you communicate that you're
Oh
communicating
yeah.
with because you really don't want to hear it.
Right.
You
Right.
have to create that space, and that's why I went to that last point. You have to create that space where you can give your undivided attention so that the communication can flow.
Absolutely.
And we
Absolutely.
coming out striking this year, Harlan Brown. We coming
Absolutely.
out striking this year. Undivided attention.
So necessary.
And you know why it's important to have undivided attention? We're gonna take this to well, anything you want to say about and piggyback off the number one thing that can increase your chances of good communication or avoid a communication breakdown is undivided attention.
No, just basically like I said, take a second. Like sometimes you can be in the midst of something, but you just don't know what what transpired to make this person want to come and have this conversation with you, right? This person could have been thinking about this all day. And here you come and they're like, okay, this, I'm gonna say this, and I want to have this conversation about this. And then you get there and it's just like, and you're like, I done got this whole syllabus in my head, and this is not even being received. And a lot of times that's what people think, it's not being received. What it is you're just not paying attention. Like, stop, just
Yeah.
stop, just
Just stop.
stop.
That person deserves more respect from you
Exactly.
when they're trying when they're talking to you. They deserve more respect from you. That's why undivided attention is very, very important. And we're going to break this undivided attention down. I told you we're going to be intentional this year. So let's break it down for them. So the first key point under undivided attention is the reason why it's important, because it's the beginning of trust or the beginning of not trusting.
Right.
So if I
Not
give you
allowing me to talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
'cause now I can trust you to know that I can come talk to you because you've given me that safe space. You've given me the respect to understand and listen to what I have, and you're giving me your undivided attention, where I can do whatever I need to do, talk to you, talk to say whatever I need to say, so that I can, one, get it off my chest, but not only get it off my chest, but understand to bring you in with me so that you can understand and build with me, so you know where I'm at and where I'm coming
Right.
from. That's the key, because I am your partner. So I want you to feel me and be with me and go down this journey with me. So
Right.
undivided attention starts the beginning of trust or the beginning of not trusting, because if you give that safe space, you have it. You have them.
Right.
You have them for life, pretty much. But if you don't give them that safe space and don't give your undivided attention, it's going to keep seeping down that I don't trust talking to you because you're not really listening to me. You
Right.
you
And if
you
you don't
want
listen
to
to me,
multitask.
then
You want to do
yeah,
everything else. You're not even talking. You're not even saying. You're not even building with me. You're not building anything with me. So I don't even trust you to even bring a problem to you. So I'm gonna go talk to somebody else
somebody
because you
else.
ain't in it. And what that can lead to, unfortunately, is if you
Hmm.
keep doing it, it could be they could talk to somebody of your peer, of your
Yeah.
whatever, and then you're gonna wonder why your boy or your girl has your mate and you don't have him.
Exactly. Exactly. That's when the third parties start coming in, and that's what you don't want. And
So,
then trust and believe that when you bring third parties in, it makes it that third party, even though they listening to you and stuff and they're giving you advice, you're getting the wrong advice because you're not talking to the person that you're with. You're getting advice of the person that may want to get with you. Right. So
yes.
they're giving you their advice. This is what I would do, and I would do this, and I would do this.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying, like, communication to your partner is where you need to be communicating with. Like, and it's not, and it could be anybody else. It could be a sister, it could be a mom, it could be a brother, or somebody just like, I ain't never been like that dude anyway. Like,
Yeah.
so, or I don't even see why you wasting your time there, or why you keep putting that, like, you keep bringing that up. Why don't you talk to him, or why don't you talk to her? And so it's really about, like you said, growing together, understanding each other, listening to each other, understanding your point of view, and understanding, if I listened to you when you came in the door the first time and said that this bothered you, right? And you could just be like, when we talked about yesterday, same thing today. And I'm just like, "We didn't talk about yesterday."
Yeah. Right.
That gives me
Right.
like, that gives you a, she ain't hear nothing I said yesterday.
And
Like, this
nothing
was
say
a
yes.
big thing for me, you
Yes.
know?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think, and then that also shuts you off from being part of the big things and
Absolutely.
even the small things, right? So it kind of puts you off. It kind of, if I can't talk to you about these things, then you probably don't want to hear this either, or you probably want to hear, something else.
Right.
So it cuts you off from really getting to know the person that you're with. It gives you
Yeah.
you don't understand their daily. their daily lives and the things that they face every day. So,
Right.
so for you to better understand them. So, yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Right. So, having somebody's undivided attention is the beginning of building that trust. And moving on to the second thing is when you build that trust, it becomes intriguing and it increases attraction.
Yeah,
See, a
yeah.
person
Because
is
now I got a
intrigued by
friend.
you. You have because you give them your undivided attention, they're intrigued by you, and it increases their attraction to you. And you want
Yes,
that in
yes.
communication. If I can communicate with somebody I'm very attracted to, and I'm more attracted that man, they even listen to the craziness. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm talking out the side of my neck. I know I'm saying crazy stuff, and I know I have a crazy life. But they're into that. I'm like, I love you more. I really, really admire you. I really want into you and things like that. So giving undivided attention is very intriguing to the other person that you're giving that undivided attention to. It increases the attraction. Now, the opposite of that is if you don't give undivided attention, then you become less intriguing. You become less attractive. Like he cool, she cool, but they don't listen to me. So
They're in that
ah,
own space. Yeah,
yeah,
they're in their
I
own
could,
space. They ain't really trying.
I could get anybody else now. You know what I mean?
Right,
And you don't
right.
want that. So, going along with like I said, us being intentional and avoiding communication breakdown, and we're starting with undivided attention. And the first, we talked about that. It could be the beginning of trust, and it could be intriguing. So the third thing that we want to say. Oh, you want to say? I'm gonna give you the last words on this. You want to say anything else about intriguing and increases attraction?
I mean, no, I think you completed that. It does increase attraction. It does make you more desirable because now I have somebody I can talk to and I can actually connect with. I feel more connected and stuff. So yeah,
That's
that's
the
what the
key. That
attraction is.
connection is just
Hmm.
amazing. So we're gonna
Yeah,
move on to the third top thing. You become valued and aligned with your checklist. And the reason
yes.
why I had to put that in there, because you know how women have a checklist, or men have their checklist, or whatever. You become valued when you give somebody your undivided attention.
Exactly.
You become valued. They
Yes.
value you. They value your opinion, and it's something that they can check off their checklist. And I put that on there, because the late bloomer gonna be the late bloomer. Having fun with it, but it does. I mean, really, it's something that's in your in your checklist. Like, does that person value me? Does that person give me undivided attention? Is that person all about me?
Right.
You
Does
know,
that person choose me? Does that
Does-
person set aside time for me? Does that person hear me? Does that person, am I connecting to this person? It's all in being valued. If you
all of
stop
it.
to listen to someone, that is the value of that. The fact that you chose to stop to sit down and listen to me. So you chose me
Yeah,
to listen to, and you're listening to me, and that means a lot because in like I said, in the world that we live in, I don't know anybody who does one single thing all the time, right? It's
yeah,
either my brain is going this way, but I'm writing this down while I'm typing this, right? And
yeah,
listening to the news or whatever the case
yeah,
may be.
yeah,
We have so much information coming at us at one time. And to stop all of that to say, hey, somebody that I value, somebody that is important to me. I need to see what's going on with them. They are trying to communicate something to me that deserves my undivided attention. So
deserves undivided.
I need to hear that.
And think about this: when you talk about value, you talk about diamonds, you talk about precious metals, you talk about things like that. When somebody values your heart and values your time and values your existence, that's
Yes,
priceless.
it
You
is.
can't put a price to that because that not only, and I'm gonna just say one word. It validates you. It's a validation that I chose the right person.
Yeah.
And it's like, so give the coronation, do whatever you need, because man, I value you. You, oh my God, you're God sent. This is all I've been asking for. All I wanted somebody was to listen to me and value me as a person.
Yeah.
And I got it. So that's why I said it's aligned with the checklist. I know a lot of people are like, well, I ain't put the checklist on there. All right. But that's why I put it on there, because it does. You are valued. And
Yes.
it becomes it just becomes that validation that I chose the right person this time. You know what I mean? Because I've made many mistakes in the past, but I finally got it right. And I know we having fun with this because we want to, but we want to just make sure that we're going to have this series on communication. And which one will you choose? To have good communication or
Yes.
communication breakdown? Because if you don't have, if you're not valued, if you're not valued and you don't value the person's conversation, there's going to be a communication breakdown.
Absolutely.
And we don't want that. So that's why having the undivided attention, it builds the trust. It's intriguing, and it increases attraction, and it shows the value, and it gives you that validation that this person is into you, that this person wants to be with you, wants to grow with you, wants to understand everything that you have. So I hope it helped you. And of course, we can't leave y'all without having the scripture. Go ahead. So we're going to put that one in there just so that you know. But I hope any of y'all are blessed with what we're saying, because when we were going over this, man, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I can't wait to get it started. Yeah, I can't wait to get it started. So we've got it started, and I can't wait to finish out the rest of the series, because we got a lot of good things for you. But here's the scripture. Proverbs 1:5. Can you read that for the audience, Autumn Brown?
Absolutely. Wise people can also listen and learn, even if they have even they can find good advice in these words.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
Absolutely.
come on, y'all, listen and learn. Like, when you take out, even if you think you know it all, stop, listen. Like, it may not be the same thing. It may come from a different angle. Listen, give that person that much respect, value them that much that you want to know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I love this. I love the scripture to go along with this communication and having good communication and avoiding communication breakdown. We're in the business of keeping relationships together.
Right.
We do this because we love it, and we want to give people information that we feel can help them. And not only doing that, we want to uplift the kingdom. And the way to do that is to have more people aligned with understanding what communication is and what relationships do for others. And again, the audience spoke. Communication is top. It's top three.
Yes,
It's top 1, 2, and 3 on what makes a relationship work. So we want to make sure that we give you the information and give you some things that you can take back and build in your own relationship. So I'm gonna give you the last words there, Harlan Brown. What you got for me this week?
Communication is key. So definitely go back. Check these items that we posted up here, so you can sit back and just reflect on what could you do better as far as communication. You with this person for a reason. This is your partner. This is who you want to be with. So let's do everything we can to make this relationship blossom and grow as big as we can imagine, if we would just do the simple steps to make sure that we're making that other person feel valued and want to,
and get that check. Get
your
checklist. This stuff will help you get that check on the checklist for the person who's giving you a checklist to make sure that you are the right person for the job, and that they've chosen wisely and they've chosen correctly. So I know we went way over time
because we're communicating.
There you go. And it's a good start to this great series. Again, we appreciate everything you do. I wish everybody the best at the beginning, to the start of their year. And I hope this kicks it off for you in a really good way. But as I end all my podcasts, trying to do something will keep you in the same place. But when you actually do something, your place has no limitation. I am your host, the late bloomer. That is my co-host, Harlan Brown. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Yeah, yeah.